Hey there guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I wanted to go over the Summer Cup team that I went 14-1 with, and specifically narrow in on how just OP Ferrothorn was. I mean, if you look at it, I was looking at teams and it would totally beat 2 or 3 Pokemon in a team, and it just looks really good. So the team is Ferrothorn with Thunder, Toxapex, and Trevenant. Now you can see the one main weakness is to fire. Luckily, the main fire type is Skeledirge, so you save swap your Trevenant and the Shadow Claws will be super effective, but there still is other fire types. I'll kind of explain how to go about it. And yeah, these battles take place in rank 15 to 16, so yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the battles. So game 1, we lead our Ferrothorn into the Toxapex, so pretty good lead here. This is what I love about Thunder so much, is that 2 Thunders will take it out before it gets to 2 Sludge Waves. From my experience at least. I'm not sure if it's IV dependent or not, but he actually switches out into his Vigoroth. And I switch into Toxapex. Great answer for this. One thing I love about Ferrothorn too is that even though it's weak to Vigoroth, it resists all the charge moves, so like it still has good play against it. But yeah, he's just spamming off all of these body slams. I'm gonna go for the Sludge Wave. Don't really see the need to bait here. He shields. And I think I will still outpace him to the next Sludge Wave. Yep. So I do. See if he's going to shield this. If he farmed down, it'd still be totally fine. But he comes back in with this. He actually throws his energy, which is kind of interesting. I mean, I'm still going to need a Thunder to kill it. And here, I mean, this is just stupid. I should have went for Power Whip. I thought like, oh, I just need damage on this thing and I can farm it down and easily win. But Power Whip actually does more damage. I had to actually look it up afterwards, which is weird. Power Whip being 50 energy and Thunder being 60. Usually you'd think that the 60 would do a little bit more, even if it's not stab, but not in this case. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory game here. And Ferrothorn just showing how good it can be. I mean, forcing him to do bad moves. I mean, you'll see it through all these 15 games. Here's a little tough lead. Save swap Trevenant. He comes in with Charger Bug now. I can win switch here. No point in baiting here because, especially with the energy advantage, you can easily take switch here. I'm pretty sure even in the lead with no energy advantage, you still win this. Let this first one go. Gonna shield this one up. And gonna farm up as much as possible. Throw off the Shadow Ball again, not wanting to bait. And let's see, yeah, I'm definitely gonna shield this because Toxapex is such a wall to Poliwrath. And I didn't throw one there because I wasn't sure about the timer and I wanted just to make sure to get the move off. Because like say he came in with like, you know, Ninetales with Ember, he could have just sniped me and I wouldn't have even got the move off. And it's not like I needed energy there, so yeah, he came in with Swampert. So thankfully I have that aligned against my Ferrothorn. He's just gonna debuff the absolute heck out of this thing, which is totally cool with me. Gonna Sludge Wave it. Now one thing I'm thinking here is I don't want to let his Swampert farm up too much on my Toxapex. So I see that our timer is almost up, or my timer's almost up, so that means his is almost up, and I want to make sure to get the move off, or I don't want him to switch and get like a little bit too much energy. So I actually undercharge that so I can just swap right into it. And that way I'm able to outpace him to the Earthquake and I can get the Power Whip first. And yeah, pretty good game there. Here's a great lead. One of the best things you want your Ferrothorn to go against. And he has to save swap Toxapex, so you know he's kind of struggling in the back. So I can easily stay in here and just win with Trev in the back. So he Sludge Waves me. I mean, see how minimal that damage is. Here I think I throw him bad. I don't know, actually. But he shields that up. Again, even if he Sludge Waves me here, I don't have to shield. I mean, look how much damage that does. So I get up to 100 energy. I throw my move. He's going to let that one go. So I got a shield and switch advantage. And he comes back in with it. So I'm like, I don't know, maybe he was just going to quit at this point, try to farm me down. He's able to get it with the Tropius, but I mean, it's already game over. I'm up 2 shields and I have Trev in the back, so yeah, Leaf Blades me. Probably should have went through and just quickly zoomed through these, but I mean, I know the game's over, right? And yeah, he's gonna top left here. So next game, we lead into Munchlax. Now Munchlax probably is gonna be using Tackle and then Bulldoze. Bulldoze, if I remember correctly, is just an absolute atrocious move. So it won't do that much, and it's not stab either. So Power Whip doing, I mean, 2 Power Whips knocking this thing out is really, really nice. I'm worried about a catch, so I don't want to throw. I tried to throw last second. I wasn't really counting, so he wasn't even out of Bulldoze. So unless he was baiting, I don't know. Gonna Power Whip it, take that out. He comes in with, oh, this is where I make a stupid play. I just try to farm up. I try to throw on perfect timing. Sometimes I do that too much, and I actually wasted all that energy, but luckily I have Trev in the back, which is a good answer to this thing. Really, that really could have screwed me. Played that really bad. But yeah, his lead. I mean, I already forgot his lead, but I'm hoping Toxapex would do good against the back line here. Or, yeah, Toxapex, yep. I'm going to throw the Shadow Ball, knock it out. He's up a shield, but, I mean, his Toxapex in the back, so I just want to make sure to get at least a charge move off here. He goes to the brine. Not sure what he's thinking. I got a new mic actually. That might have been really quiet. I have to stand or talk really close to it. Otherwise, here I'm like a foot out, and I mean it's really quiet. So yeah, hopefully I don't forget to do that midway through here. But bad lead into Ferrothorn or Vigoroth. Nether Charger Bug save or answer to my Trevenant save swap. So here I'm able to take switch again. He's going to throw his X Scissor. I'm going to shield this up just because, I mean, I'm going to have to shield up 1. So, yeah. Gonna let that one go. Farm up as much as possible again. And Shadow Ball it. He's not able to farm me down, so that's nice. I'm gonna take that out. So I get switch and shield advantage. And I don't think these aren't really against bad players, you know, because I'm ranked 15, 16, and I mean, that's not like super high. It's not the top, but it's up there, you know. I haven't been doing too many battles. I've been kind of busy, so not way up there, but pretty easy win here. I don't know if he just didn't want a top left or what. I had a few people do that. They just don't want a top left. Or maybe has he even seen my Toxapex? Maybe that's what it was. No, he saw it. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking, but whatever. It's gonna come in. Oh, now he top left's okay. So 5-0 with all the rare candy. Too bad I don't really need rare candy. I have so many. I end up just putting them in like Zapdos and stuff. So Charge Bug, not the greatest lead here, but I like to try to farm up to a Flash Cannon. I think Flash Cannon 7 though, so 6. No, yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 should be enough. So yeah, but I mean, you're gonna have to, if he doesn't throw right away, you're gonna have to eventually throw your energy. Giving up 2 turns, you know, you want to throw 1 and you want him to throw 1. If you have to throw 2 and he throws 2 and you give up 2 turns, I mean, it's just sometimes that's how it's gonna go. You don't want to farm over 100 energy. So I'm actually gonna come straight in with Toxapex here. He just decides to go right for the X Scissors. Not sure why, but I'll take it. He discharges me. I'm able to farm down here. Really nice. He comes in with Quagsire. So I come in with Trevenant. Here I'm like, okay, I'm thinking a Charmer because he throws energy, but I'm still going to let it go. Wait for the move to go through. I see it doesn't go through, so I throw the Seed Bomb. He lets that go. He's got Vigoroth in the back. I mean, I think he would have had a decent chance if he would have switched into his Vigoroth right away, but I think I still would have won that game. So this is where I'm thinking, oh, I forget the lead. I wasn't watching. I'm not sure if I like Toxapex as a safe swap. I mean, especially because look how much that Brian did. That's just crazy. But at least I'm gonna be able to farm this down with Ferrothorn. There I wanted him to dump his energy so I could farm it all the way down, get as much energy out as possible. So he did. Even though I clicked Brian, it's still really nice that he threw when he did. So He's able to get all these moves off. Really, really unfortunate. Scalds me. Gets the debuff. He comes in with Trevenant. I'm like, I mean, like, he could just Shadow Claw me down to 20% health and come in with whatever else he has. So I throw that. I get the shield there. Here I'm like, okay, forces energy. And I'm thinking maybe it's a Seed Bomb. It is a Seed Bomb. So I'm able to store that. Come in with Tentacruel. So it's really going to come down to, does this Shadow Ball kill? He lives with just a couple HP. I know this is an Acid Spray, but I'm like, okay, I think I need to shield this. Turns out I didn't need to shield that. Probably would have, I mean, do you guys think it would have done that much damage? I think I would have lived it. And would have still had a shield. I don't know. I think I could have won that game if I would have just let that Acid Spray go, but whatever. So that was my one loss. Next up against Chin Channel, leads Tapu. I'm like, my whole entire team is great into Tapu. So he comes in with Lickitung. Totally okay with that. Just going to throw this Power Whip. And I'm just going to keep on loading Power Whips. Now, Lickitung, even though it's just throwing resisted body slams, it actually does decent into Ferrothorn, so unfortunate that I'm not able just like to throw 2 Power Whips and farm it down. I'm going to have to actually throw 3 Power Whips to kill it. We end up CMP, you'll see, we CMP tied to this move. He lost a turn when he swapped in as usual, so that's why I was able to do that. But if not, I could have came in with Toxapex and farmed it down. I could have swapped out here too, but I want to be able to switch out of a matchup in case he comes in with like a Mudboy there. And this is the game right here, so. I mean, you guys have seen this Trevenant versus Charjabug matchup a few times. Super common. But the thing is, X-Scissor and Volt Switches aren't enough to kill, so. Yeah. End up actually letting that one go. Usually I like to shield all of them right away. But yeah, it's gonna throw it again. I mean, I could have shielded this or let it go. Wouldn't really mattered because it's a game no matter what. Nothing his Tapu Fini has even stands a chance against my Toxapex. So nice win there. Next up, we're waiting for the match. We're gonna be playing TX Rangers fan. So leading into Toxapex again. Really nice matchup here, as you guys saw the first game. Just go straight Thunder, try to throw on good timing and make sure he doesn't catch. Throwing right away, I don't know if I want to necessarily throw right away, but yeah, then he comes in with this thing, Credilli, and another wall to it. But yeah, I don't like to throw right away just because I like to have as much energy as possible in case he comes in with something I need to be like flexible with my energy. But I'm like, this is perfectly okay with me. Especially because I got the Thunder on the Toxapex. My Toxapex will do great against it. So I'm going to throw this before he gets to his next move. Ends up coming in with this thing. So I'm glad I see it here. I want to keep alignment, so I'm just going to let my Ferrothorn go. Now, this thing knowing Thunder Punch is kind of scary. But definitely doable. Able to get to the Brine. He's going to have to shield this. And I still have 2 shields, so I can just shield through his Thunder Punches. And eventually get to the Brine. Not sure if this was a catch or what, but I mean, able to switch into my Trev. Get to the, this, whatever, Seed Bomb. I wasn't too, you saw I was at the Shadow Ball. I didn't really want to kill it. I wanted to be able to come in with this thing and farm it down. Wouldn't have mattered even if I did kill it because he just Thunder Punch went to kill and they would have needed 2, and yeah, so definitely okay there. Next up, great lead here. He is going to swap into his Vigoroth. So one thing about once you see that normal typing up there when he switches, you can't just switch right into your Toxapex because it might be Lickitung. So you have to try to do it as quick as possible, but sometimes you just like, I don't know. I don't even look at the Vigoroth. I just look at if I'm getting a bunch of damage taken out of my Ferrothorn. But yeah, obvious answer here, and Toxapex does great against it. There I bait. I don't remember why I baited. I think I wasn't worried about switch. But you don't need to bait there. I mean, if you want to keep switch, just go straight Sludge Wave. You're able to win that. Get all the way up to about halfway to rank 17. So the final 5 battles coming up. Another great lead against Toxapex. Comes in with Vigoroth again. There I'm able to swap out before only throwing one Bullet Seed. He's going to go straight Body Slam. Now, the one thing I noticed with this is if you farm up to right before he gets to the Sludge Wave or his Body Slam, his third Body Slam, this won't quite kill. So one thing you could do is undercharge it by like 4 or 5 bubbles, get as much energy as possible. Here I was looking if I could get to Double Brine or Sludge Wave. I get to Double Brine, but this next one is going to kill, so I just throw the Sludge Wave. Honestly, I wouldn't be so surprised. I haven't looked into it if Sludge Wave is more effective than Double Brine, but yeah. Here I just need to get Shadow Claw damage. Fortunately, I am down a shield, so I actually go Shadow Ball here for really no reason. I should have just went Seed Bomb, but or even not thrown up anything at all would have been great actually. Because I could just do, because then he snuck, so I'm 1 Shadow Claw less damage. But I'm able to farm down there before he gets to his Shadow Ball, so if he would have got to a Shadow Ball, I would definitely have lost this game. I'm thinking it's in double Power Whip range, but if not, it's in Power Whip and 1 Thunder, so I'm just going to get the Power Whips off. Here, after I throw the second one, I see it is, but let's see, he throws a Sludge Wave, so it's kind of going to get close. I realize I can make it to the Thunder before it makes it to another move, so I'm just going to go for the Thunder to play it safe. And there we go. GG's to him. Ferrothorn versus Vigoroth. Rough lead here. I'm going to safe swap Trevenant. You don't really think of Trevenant as a safe swap, but I mean, this game it's just been doing crazy good. I don't even think I've seen one Pidgeot or Pidgeotto or whatever. Here, he is going to live with just a little bit of health and get off his second move, so I'm going to have to shield this. I definitely want to have Switch here. Toxapex does great against this thing, and he's going to have to come down, I don't know, farm me down. So I'm going to get to another Seed Bomb. Oh, I remember this game. I get to another Seed Bomb. Pretty much, he just quit. He's just going to let me take him out. So, unless he top lefts, hopefully no, he's just going to play it out. I throw on good timing as always. I should have just probably thrown it as soon as I got it, but whatever. Sometimes I focus way too much on throwing good timing, like you guys saw earlier, where it actually is hurtful to me. Comes in with Vigoroth. Quagsire lead, great lead, comes in with Vigoroth. I'm going to answer with Toxapex. And you'll see here, I wonder if I play it different, because I realize that 1 Sludge Wave doesn't quite kill, so I should undercharge a little. No, here I bait. Oh, because I don't necessarily need Switch. And I'm thinking I could farm down after this. Have some energy, and I want to have as least amount of energy as possible, or health as possible, so that the Quagsire can't farm me down, get too much. So I'm going to throw 1. I know I love a Mud Shot, so I'm going to throw 1, and he actually comes with a Charger Bug, so I'm going to throw the Sludge Wave. Come in with this. And, I mean, yeah, definitely nothing really he could do here. I go for Shadow Ball again, doesn't really matter. I mean, it's pretty much game over. I would be curious how much a Grass Knot does, though. I should look into that. And I'm just going to throw the Grass Knot here and then switch into my Ferrothorn. There's nothing he can do. I mean, yeah, I have a shield and he's nothing. Yeah, it's game over. So GG's to that opponent. Once I kill this Charger Bug. I guess he's really playing to the end. But, you know, it's just what some people do. No problem with it. Next up, another Vigoroth lead. Gonna go Trevenant again. Let's see if he comes in with Charger Bug like always. Nope, he stays in. So, you know how you lose a turn coming in? Sometimes you like to throw the Seed Bomb to basically make it so he doesn't actually gain a move. I wanted to save my energy. But as you'll see here, double Shadow Ball doesn't kill. So I think next time, so I undercharge so I can get more charge on Ferrothorn. And I've played this matchup a few other times where he stays in and throws a Rock Slide. I think you should go Seed Bomb and just chip it, because then 1 Power Whip kills the Vigoroth when you have to come back in against it. There, I think we get a little bit of lag, but lag's definitely been more tolerable than it has been in the past. I come in with Toxapex here. He's really farming up, so I'm thinking he has something weak to this, which is weird to lead Vigoroth and have something weak to Toxapex in the back. So he's got his Tentacruel. End up using a shield there just because I'm like, why is he staying in? So yeah, he's gonna probably go. What does he do? Scald here. I want to save my energy. Come in with Ferrothorn. I'm gonna shield this up. Want to get to double Power Whip because I have a move on my Toxapex. So if I can get the shield here, and then he needs 2 moves to kill me, and as long as we CMP, I don't lag, I'll definitely be able to kill it. I don't know why I'm in such a loss for words right now, but yeah, Sludge Wave's gonna kill, and there we go. GG's. So I believe this is the last game, but I do have a Skeledirge game next that I wanted to show you guys, a Skeledirge lead game. So here it comes in with Doocy Die or something like that. Here I don't even know what this fast move is. I'm not sure. So I'm just playing it to the best of my ability. Comes in with, or he's gonna, let's see what he does. I think he threw Frenzy Plant, yep. Then he comes in with Spirit Shackle, not even sure what that move is. No point in me throwing the Brine. I mean, I could have thrown the Brine and maybe not taken this move, but I shield this. He gets the Defense Fall. I don't even know what that move is or whatever. So I'm gonna throw the Shadow Ball here. I'm just not one for baiting today, I guess. And able to almost make it to another move. But at least I got into Power Whip range, so he catches, but I mean I wasn't even worried about him catching because it's a Lantern, so all I gotta do is farm back up to 2 Power Whips and it's GG's to this opponent. He realizes that it's game over, so this Skeledirge game, awful lead here. Gonna have to go into Trevenant, so I'm able to throw super effective Shadow Claws. I did slow this one down a little bit more than the other ones, but yeah, I actually bait here. I mean, it's not he's always gonna shield this, so it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna make it to another move, but that kind of just like helps if he wants to swap out and maybe try to farm down. That I'm able to like one closer to the next move, but yeah, he comes in with Cordilla here, so not too worried about this thing. I mean, both Brine and Sludge Wave are neutral, so I wanted to try to swap out or save my energy so I could go right into Ferrothorn and farm up to as much energy as possible. So I'm able to farm this down. Okay, so I'm going to make a catch here. If I'm able to farm this down and leave with almost 2 Power Whips, I can just Power Whip the Skeledirge when it comes back in. But he is close to being able to swap in, so yeah. Rock Slides me. I'm going to go here, throw on good timing, getting a free one in, so that's nice. Going to shield this. He actually baits. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm almost certain that Incinerate does more than a Disarming Voice. Almost certain about it, but here I'm going to throw one instead of CMP tying, so I'm just that one closer to another move. Throw one more again since the damage won't go through. And take that out. So, I mean, it's looking good right now. It looks like we definitely have a chance. Comes in with Jellicent, which is just great. I can throw this, dip. And I was thinking about going Thunder, but as I said earlier, Thunder's actually does less damage, so here I am going to eat this, likely Shadow Ball. Yep, Shadow Ball. He comes in. I'm waiting for the swap. And I thought that this thing was like 1 or 2 away. I looked back and he wasn't, so I did throw the Brine. I knew he was going to swap in, but here I go for the Brine because I want to make sure to get this damage off. And he's out of move, so he's at Surf. I was like, okay, probably going to live this. I don't live it. I come back in with this thing, and Ferrothorn clutches up. So those are all the battles. Let me know if you guys decide to use this team, how it goes. I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.